Emily, I have a bit of an urgent request. Could you clean my house this weekend? I'm planning to go on a trip to the beach with friends, and I really want to go. That beach resort is hard to book, and I finally got a reservation. This weekend, Carol? I'm sorry, it's too sudden. I also have plans, so it might be difficult to do everything. Don't say that. You're home a lot, so cleaning should be easy, right? I've been looking forward to this trip for a long time. As part of the family, I think it's natural for you to help out. Carol, I also work from home, so I'm busy with work. Even if you say to manage somehow, it's troubling. Oh, working from home isn't such a big deal, is it? Since you're at home, you can do small chores easily, right? Or are you saying you can't do my request? Carol, I am indeed at home, but working from home is actually quite tough. There are many tasks that take time, like meetings and creating documents. I want you to enjoy your trip, but cleaning and taking care of the dog might be difficult. Is it that hard? I can't understand at all. In the past, it was normal to do housework, and I worked hard as a housewife. Compared to that, isn't being a housewife these days a piece of cake? It's true that times are different, but each has its own difficulties. I understand you're busy, but sometimes I can't accommodate sudden requests. You have a husband, too, so why not consider asking him for a bit of help? My husband isn't very good at housework. That's why I'm asking you. I just want to relax without any worries during my trip. Just a little help from you would make me feel so much better. And, as a family, it's natural to help each other out. Okay, I'll do my best to help, but I can't do everything. Please try to do some things by yourself. Okay. Then, please take care of the dog, too, not just cleaning. That much you can do, right? Taking care of the dog, too? That might be a bit too much. Emily, you're really inflexible. Refusing my request, I wonder how you can call yourself family. As family, it's only natural to help. And when I come back happy, I'll be much kinder to you. Carol, I think that's a bit unreasonable. I have my own life, and I can't sacrifice everything just for you. Please understand that. Really, I just want to enjoy myself for a little while. I think you could grant me at least that much. Well, fine. Carol, please enjoy your trip. I will adjust my schedule and help as much as I can. Jack, are you still at work?
Oh, Emily? I'm at work, but I can text. Is something up? It's rare for you to message me during work.
It's very important.
You sound pretty serious.
I want you to be prepared. You're going to be surprised. I was just as shocked.
All right, Emily. What happened? If it's that serious, I'll listen carefully. I'm ready to handle any kind of talk, so tell me anything.
Actually, today I went to a cafe in the shopping center to work. And until just a moment ago, your mother was sitting right behind me. She didn't notice me at all and was talking right behind me.
Really, Mom? It's rare for her to go to a cafe.
Right? I was really surprised, but there's something even more surprising.
It's surprising enough that Mom was there, but are you saying there's something more important?
Yeah. Your mother was sitting directly behind me, and she never noticed me the whole time. But there's something unbelievable.
What is it?
She was with a man. The conversation they were having was really intimate. And it seemed like that man was your mother's lover. The content of their conversation wasn't normal, and they didn't seem like just friends.
What? Mom is having an affair? That's hard to believe. But if you're saying that, Emily, you must be certain about something. I never imagined Mom would do something like that. But if you're saying it, there must be a reason.
I was shocked too. At first, I thought they were just friends. But the conversation was too intimate, and it felt like more than a normal relationship. And the details of their conversation were very specific. So, I instinctively recorded their conversation, and I'd like you to listen to it with me later. I thought it should be kept as evidence. I was really shocked too, and I have no idea what to do about this.
If you were saying that much, there must be something to it. Thank you for recording it. Having that makes it easier to understand and talk about the situation.
I'm sorry for telling you this over WhatsApp. I couldn't handle it alone, and I had to talk to you, Jack. I couldn't tell anyone else about such a serious matter. But I knew you would understand.
It's okay, Emily. You must have been so surprised and felt awful encountering such an unexpected situation. I'm sorry about Mom. I'm shocked too, but you don't have to bear this alone. Let's figure out what to do together.
It's not something you need to apologize for, Jack. I was surprised too, but we need to solve this together. Let's do our best together.
Anyway, let's talk about this at home. We'll probably need to tell Dad too. Some things need to be said face to face to be properly conveyed.
Yeah, got it. Let's talk properly first, just the two of us. I'll try to sort out my feelings by then. Emily, I need some help. It's something important. Something important? Did something happen? Yes, actually, I have a request for you. A request? Sure, what is it? Well, Emily, it's about next week from Thursday to Sunday. I want to ask you a favor. It's about my husband. Could you take care of him for a bit? What? Taking care of your husband? That's quite sudden. Yes, it is. Actually, next Saturday, my high school reunion is going to be held in my hometown, and I'm planning to stay at my parents' house. But my parents' house is far, isn't it? I have to fly there, and it takes 5 hours. Oh, yes, it is indeed far. It takes quite a lot of time to get there. Exactly. So, I have to stay overnight. And since it's a rare chance, I want to take it easy and relax while I'm there. I see, I get it. So you'll be away from Thursday to Sunday? Well, my husband can basically do housework on his own, but I'd feel safer if you're there. It would help if you could check in on him occasionally. Oh, and on Thursday and Friday, he has work as usual, so just checking in at night is fine. Okay, I mainly work from home, so my schedule is quite flexible, so you don't need to worry about that. Then I'll leave it to you. I feel reassured if you're looking after him, Emily. Yes, I understand. I'll take good care of your husband. Enjoy your reunion, Carol. It's lunchtime now, right? I have something very important to tell you.
What's up? Is it about Mom again?
Yeah. She contacted me a little while ago.
Really?
It seems like she really intends to go. She's planning to go from next Thursday to Sunday. She asked me to look after your dad during that time, even if it's just checking in on him occasionally.
Okay, I see. Even in times like this, Mom still worries about Dad. But she might be using it as some kind of camouflage. Isn't it strange to leave the family for a reunion in such a situation?
I can't really say, but I already know that there's no actual reunion. So I don't know what she's thinking.
Yeah.
It's tough for you, Jack, but knowing the truth is important. We need to carefully think about what to do in this situation.
Yeah, it's okay. I can think calmly, even in this situation. And for Dad's sake, we need to handle this properly.
So, how was your father? You met him at the restaurant and talked about your mom, right? How did you tell him exactly?
I'm with him now, and I let him listen to the recording. At first, he was surprised, but he quickly understood the situation.
Really? Is he okay? I'm worried that he might be really shocked.
Well, it turns out he had suspected Mom's affair. He said he'd been feeling uneasy because he didn't have any proof. But hearing the clear details this time helped him sort out his feelings. I feel the same way. Now that we know the truth, we can think about what to do next.
I see. I'm glad to hear that. If he's made up his mind, we need to think about what to do next. We need to discuss the future and prepare for the next steps.
Yeah, exactly. We need to settle this properly. For Dad's sake, and for us too, we need to think about the right approach.
Yes, that's right. As a family, let's solve this problem together. I'll support you, Jack. Let's do this.
I appreciate it, Emily.
Carol, are you enjoying your trip home? I thought I'd text you to see how you're doing. Have you met any familiar faces? Oh, Emily. Yes, I'm having a good time. It's been a while since I've been home. Even though my brother owns it now, my father is still full of energy and doing well. And the house I grew up in is still very comforting. Is that so? That's nice. So, what can I do for you? Oh, sorry. I contacted you because I wanted to confirm something. Oh, what is it? The reunion is tomorrow, Saturday, right? Yes, that's right. I'm going to the local reunion from now on. I'm excited to see my classmates after such a long time. I can't wait for tomorrow. Just between us, my first love and first boyfriend from high school will be there too. I'm feeling a bit giddy, so keep it a secret from my husband and Jack. Oh my, Carol. You're really saying something romantic. You're looking forward to meeting your high school classmates like a girl in love. Meeting your first love again must be something special. I thought you might understand this giddy feeling, since you're a woman too. Reuniting with my first love is something special. Even after all these decades, thinking about him still makes my heart race. It's truly a special memory. Well, I understand that, but still, I don't think I can understand the feelings of someone who lets it turn into an affair. Normally, that shouldn't happen. I understand reuniting with your first love, but using that as a reason for an affair is something I can't understand. What? What are you saying, Emily? There's no way I would have an affair. Well, first of all, where is this reunion supposed to be held? As far as I know, I've never heard of such plans. I told you, it's in my hometown. I'm really looking forward to gathering with my classmates after such a long time. That's strange. Jack checked with his uncle, and he said there's no such event planned. Also, I heard that one of your classmates lives just a few houses down from your family home, and they haven't heard about the reunion either. I checked with other classmates, and they also don't know about it. What? What's going on? I'm starting to wonder if the reunion is really happening. Well... Carol, where are you right now? Are you really at your parents' house? What? I told you, I'm at my parents' house. Why are you asking that? That's strange. I'm actually at your parents' house right now. Your family said they haven't heard anything about you coming home, and you don't seem to be here. Well, you're not actually here. If you're really at your parents' house, why haven't you contacted your family? Oh, that's right. I forgot to contact my family. I decided on this trip suddenly, so I must have overlooked it. Oh, is that so? Still, it seems strange. Carol, you're really not having an affair, right? What? No way! Why would you say that? Stop saying weird things. I just stopped by a nearby tourist spot. It was an unplanned thing, so I forgot a lot of details. Seems like I surprised you. I'm sorry. But please stop saying I'm having an affair or anything weird, okay? Oh my God. Even though it's my parents' house, I feel bad suddenly staying over. So I'll book a hotel for tonight and stay there. Emily, could you tell my family that for me? Carol, aren't you curious why I'm at your parents' house in the first place? Oh, well, why are you there? And about the reunion not actually happening. You haven't explained that either, have you? Well, Jack said he would talk to you about the rest. What? Jack? Is Jack there with you? Yes, he's with me. Jack knows everything, and he'll explain everything in detail. What is this? I haven't done anything wrong. I'll let Jack take over from here.
It's me, Mom.
Jack? Is it really you, Jack?
Yes, it's me.
What on earth is going on? Emily has been saying strange things.
It's about Nathan, your affair partner.
What?
I'll skip the details, but it's already that clear. Once we knew his name, it was easy to trace. Nathan is your first love and first boyfriend you mentioned to Emily, right? Your relationship with Nathan rekindled at the reunion 3 years ago. When you heard that Nathan had divorced his wife, you approached him, and that's how it all started. Afterward, Nathan became serious about you, and he moved to our town where you live. Swayed by Nathan's passion, you decided to get a divorce around the time of Dad's imminent retirement. You planned to use various excuses to avoid being at fault. Take Dad's retirement money as part of the settlement, and marry Nathan.
Wait a minute. How come you know all of this?
If there's anything incorrect, please correct it. Just so you know, there's no misunderstanding here. These are facts, not guesses.
How did it come to this? I can't understand at all.
Mom, a while back, you were having tea with Nathan at the cafe in the shopping center, right? At that time, someone who knows you was sitting right behind you. That person recorded everything. Your reunion with Nathan, your plan to use Dad's retirement money, and all the details. That person provided us with the recording as evidence. Based on that evidence, we confirmed the facts and got to this point.
What? No way! A recording? Who could have done such a thing? I can't believe it.
I'm not going to tell you who it was. By the way, regarding Dad's retirement next week, the retirement money you've been looking forward to will be deposited into a different account, not the usual one, so you won't be able to withdraw it. It might have been a premonition from Dad. He didn't do it because he was wary of you. But thanks to that, the money is in a different account.
What do you mean by that? No way.
And there's one more important piece of news. The divorce between Dad and Mom is already finalized. Mom, you left a signed divorce paper in the drawer of your dressing table, right? We found it.
What? What do you mean? How? Why?
We found it while sorting through your things. So here's a message from Dad. Honestly, what are you doing at your age? I don't need a wife who has an affair. Since you had the divorce papers ready, I submitted them to the lawyer. However, I'll be making sure you and Nathan pay the compensation. That's it.
Wait a minute. I haven't heard any of this.
Also, I brought your belongings to your parents' house. We rented a truck and Emily and I transported everything here.
What? What are you doing?
What do you mean, what are we doing? Since you're divorced, you have no choice but to return to your parents' house. The house is in Dad's name. We just took steps to address the situation you planned.
How could you do this without my consent?
Without your consent? How so? Weren't you the one preparing for the divorce? Dad just agreed to it. There's no problem, right?
No, it's not like that. I needed more time.
For what? Anyway, Dad wants to handle everything through a lawyer from now on. So Emily and I will refrain from contacting you directly.
A lawyer? Why? How did it come to this?
In situations like this, proper procedures are necessary. We don't want to get confused either.
Wait, Jack! Emily, please help me. What's wrong, Carol? I was just talking to Jack, and he suddenly brought up the divorce. I don't understand how it came to this. I see. Carol, please calm down. It's important to listen to what Jack is saying and understand it. But I haven't done anything wrong. Jack must be misunderstanding something. Carol, Jack has evidence. There are even recordings, so I don't think it's a misunderstanding. What? Carol, please be honest. Lying will only make the situation worse. But I only met with Nathan. We just had coffee, nothing more. Even so, your actions are problematic, Carol. You should avoid actions that can be suspected of infidelity. I know, but... First, you need to apologize to Jack and your husband. Apologize? I didn't mean for this to happen. Why am I going through this? You should understand that better than anyone, right? Emily, please convince my husband and Jack for me. I don't want a divorce. Carol, that's not for me to decide. And I have no intention of persuading your husband and Jack. I'm sorry, but I won't be involved any further. Excuse me. No! Emily, you're being too cold. Please help me. After that exchange, Carol was desperate for help. But since we handled it calmly, she had no choice but to admit the truth. She was in an affair with a man named Nathan, and her actions after the affair was exposed were astonishing. Following this, my father-in-law quickly proceeded with the divorce, and Carol was kicked out of the house. Having been a housewife for many years, suddenly becoming independent was very difficult for her. Nathan also eventually couldn't tolerate her problematic behavior and cut ties with her. She tried to return to her parents' house, but her family rejected her, forcing her to rent a cheap apartment. To pay the rent, she had to juggle several part-time jobs, struggling with unfamiliar work to somehow make ends meet. Meanwhile, my father-in-law started a new life, and we also cut ties with Carol, regaining our peaceful days. To ensure that these peaceful days never fade, I intend to live each day earnestly,